Hey everybody, it's Angel here from Oshawa. That's Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. With my very best friend in the whole wide world, Lily. And Lily feels like being a cat today. See how agile she is. Hey Lily, you like hopping up on the little step with me, don't you? Right, Lily? You don't like being on Bijo. Anyways, folks, it's Angelito here. It's day 7, 2016. That's not gonna work now, is it? Maybe this way. Screw it. How can we get comfy, Lily? Go comfy like this. So, today, day 7. I just want to show you. We like coming here. It's all about morning routines and getting your day off on the right foot and in the right mode. Just go quickly through my daily routine. When I wake up, I'm usually in the astral dreaming state, like everybody is. It's whether or not you remember your dream state or your when you're coming out of your sleep. And usually it takes a while. It takes practice and everything. It just takes awareness, really, because when you tap into your dreams, you get into a lot of messages from your subconscious mind. Now they may not always seem coherent or whatever, because they don't look like 3D reality here. There could be like birds flying upside down. You could be going through tunnels and flying here and there, and colors will look all different and whatever. But essentially, in the dream state, you can tap into your subconscious mind and see the messages that it's trying to tell you. Today I woke up and I'm not going to get right into the dream, but essentially it was just saying, not to say that I'm pissed off or fed up, but it had a sense of it's time to get some shit done. I've done a lot of studying over the last year and a lot of soul searching and everything, but it's really time to get our hands dirty and hop right into all the projects that I had dreamed of over the last year, and I set the foundations for. But now it's the time to actually explode these projects, get them out there into the universe. But that's what my waking dream state astralness of this morning was all about. So anyways, morning rituals, that's what it is. When I'm coming out of my dream state, and I spend the first 5 to 10 minutes actually just lying there and recapping that dream and seeing what the messages are. Now, again, it takes practice. I got it down to a science where I can actually just wake up, in that state, and kind of mentally remember what's going on. Before, what I had to do, or what's a good tip to do, is when you're waking up. Now, here's a little thing. When you wake up and you actually start moving, when you wake up, you'll remember the dream. When you start moving your head and you move around and you get either comfortable, you want to go back to sleep, or you want to get up, as soon as you start moving, there's a secretion in your brain that actually begins to erase that memory. Not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just like a natural thing that happens. There's a secretion that happens. I think it's from pituitary or the pineal or whatever. But what it happens is it secretes, and then it starts to essentially erase that. That's why when you wake up and you remember that dream, but then you start moving and then you get about your day, and then you'll forget it. Like even 20 minutes later or whatever, you'll forget it. So the thing to do is, it's a practice to do, and you got to be diligent on this. But when you wake up, as best as possible, without moving, you can grab a pen and paper. That's why it's good to have like a dream journal by your bed or by your side or whatever. and try to just jot down at least as descriptively as possible your dream. And that's what I did before over the tail end of the last year, but I've gotten a little bit better at it, where I can just kind of remember it. And I sectioned out a pocket in my brain or in my mind where I put things in and I say, remember that. And then when I tell my mind to do that, I actually get to remember it. It's really cool. But in the meantime, while you're trying to, get into the better swing of things of that, just grab the pencil and paper without much movement and start jotting down. And or a better way of doing it is, if you have your phone or a recording device, such as a camera or something, handy beside your bed or wherever you're sleeping, then just dictate. Just dictate your dream into your recording device. That's another handy thing. Okay, so that's the first 5 to 10 minutes of my daily routine. Then what I do is I get up. It's all about stretching. I get outside. I actually go outside, plant my feet on the ground, preferably bare feet. In the winter, it's a little colder, but even in my slippers or my moccasins or whatever, I'm outside, and as naturally as possible, bare feet or what have you. You just have your feet on the ground. There's simple stuff, guys. The universe knows what it's doing. Your body knows what it's doing. But essentially what I'm doing here is grounding myself, because I just came from the astral and now I'm in the waking state, quote unquote waking, which to me is all dreamlike anyways. But what I want to do to make sure I'm on the right path for the day is ground myself. Put my 2 feet on the ground, ground myself, look up to the universe, look up to the sky, and do a big stretch and a big breath and what have you, right? Very, very simple, guys. And what that's doing is just causing the electromagnetic forces and all that in your torus and everything to say, hey, let's stay grounded during the day, but let's also, as Casey Kasem would say, reach for the stars, and then just stretch it all out and let all the juices flow. Essentially, it's energy. Let the energy flow throughout your body. So that's number 2. Number 3 is obviously like brushing your teeth and taking a whiz and all that kind of stuff, just freshening up. But even in with that, if I'm not gonna like shower and get ready and do other things or whatever, at least just take some water and splash it on your face. What that does, again, it just wakes you up, puts you in this reality state that we're in. And while I'm doing these things, especially the stretching and the waking up and the splashing the water on my face and all that kind of stuff, even the brushing your teeth and all this kind of business, I give thanks. I give thanks to the world. I give thanks to the universe for providing me for just another day to expand my awareness and my my self-worth and my esteem and my momentum going forward. So always give thanks. Thank you, universe, for this. Thank you, universe, for that water. Thank you, universe, for having my eyes can open today and I can see colors and beautiful things. Just very, very simple stuff. Okay. And then obviously I just get into a light breakfast, and then I come outside for the morning walk with Leela. And again, during this morning walk, it's the morning meditation walk. So we usually, in 2016, we've been doing these videos, but it's in a spot like this, like behind the clubhouse, or I'll go to the forest, or I won't go to the magic path just yet, but I'll go to a forest or a park. And again, I'll say hello to the sun, and I'll say hello to the clouds and everything like that, and like say hello to the trees and the birds and all that. Just make sure. And that's usually the morning routine to kind of freshen up and wake myself up for the day. And then there's like beautiful things like this, obviously, like doing the on our morning walk, we'll just like write out stuff that comes to mind. Like this was back on November 20, Nova 20. You now have a grasp on consciousness. You can now, with grace, eternally let it go. See, And here's another thing I said, work through books. So I'm going to make workbooks and work through my books, or work through all my... This is my little poem to Leela. My little darling, oh don't you leave me. I'll miss you in every way. My dear Paloma, oh don't you worry. I'll come back to you one day. My dearest sweetheart, oh how you touch me. The kisses you give today. My dear Paloma, it's how I love you. Steal my heart in every way. My bestest friend now, and each and every day I miss you so many ways. My sweetest Lily, I love you so much. I'm coming home for you today. Okay, see, so like I write down shit that like comes to mind. And there's Lily and everything. There's me. And this one's called My Little Darling. So I know this is gonna be in like the Scribble Ninja Warriors Walk nursery rhyme book for kids. And then I'm going to be making like illustrations and stuff. So these are just all ideas of what I'm going to do. Essentially, I'm just going to create this book, redo this book as a... And here's another like idea that came to mind, like the artist's way. Build your circle of influence, build your brand, broadcast your message for the sole purpose of raising your consciousness, mastering awareness, loving yourself and others, and expanding the one. Okay? See? This is like morning. Here's another one. Check it out. November 23rd. When you cease to imagine, you cease to exist. End of story. Right, Lily? What in hell are you doing? Your yoga? This is the proper motion of the sun. As you can see, it's on the outer ridges right now, and that is the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. We just passed the December 21st. We just passed like the solstice here. So we're heading into the equinox. That's going to be the equinox at this point. And there's Capricorn, Equator, and Cancer. This is the North Pole. And essentially this is like a weird three-dimensional, two-dimensional thing. Really it should be 3 dimensions, and the sun should be above us. Here's the flat plane of the earth, and then the sun moves in a torus kind of spiral thing. We'll get into that later. That's really cool stuff. Some other ideas. But I wanted to get into December. It's all about uncover, discover, remember, reinvent, cultivate, co-create, differentiate, and integrate. Okay? I want to get into... fuck, look at that. You are eternally prepared for anything and everything, because everything that you needed is right there for you at the perfect time, like always. Okay, so guys, like my Facebook posts, they come from the eternal freaking universe. It gets downloaded into my skull on my walks with Lily, and then I write them down. Scribble Ninja style, man. When a thought hits your head, you write it down. Okay? And symbols and whatever. See all these symbols? There's air, there's water, earth, and fire. We are connected by the formless one we are. All things are now. Counter space exists to reflect the unknown. Fear repels, love attracts, go, and so it is. Okay. I wanted to show you, this one's a cool one, I like this. Rule your reality. Okay? This is a mandala, or whatever the hell you want to call those things. This is a symbol I saw back when I was like 8 years old, and we were playing hide and seek, and the garbage can, like the big ass garbage bin, was home base or whatever. And I came out of my hiding spot and I ran really fast, and then I slipped on some pebbles in a puddle or whatever the hell, and I smacked my head right into the garbage bin because I was trying to get to home base there. And then I got a big goose bump on my head, and this symbol was the symbol that I saw. Anyways, I saw that symbol, like it was ingrained and branded right into my head. Like into my consciousness. This was a spill of coffee and a couple of lines, these brown lines, but then from that I just created this scene. Um, this is the park. Actually, this is this park right here. See that pink spot? Is that. The pink is that, and then it goes up like that. See, the trees are there, and then those pyramids are the houses in the back. Actually, it should be over here. And then there's a house over there. See, on the right-hand side. And then the green grass. This is when it was a little bit green. And see this tree right here? That's that tree right there. This is how I see things, guys. And then I just transfer it into drawings. This is gonna be our well, he's our little mascot. He's little motherfucker, or whatever the hell you want to call him. And it's gonna be an animation. Like I'm gonna create flip books all over again and teach people how to do flip books. But it's an animation. As you can see, his hand, his left hand there, it moves. I just started doing, I was like, okay, I can do animations all over again. Because I used to do this when I was like 6 years old. And here it is, guys. This is what came to mind the beginning of 2016. The Scribble Ninja Code. Draw what inspires you. I drew this in the dark too. It was like last night or the other night. Draw what inspires you. When an inspired thought strikes, write it down. Feel good and enjoy life. Then let go and walk on. Okay? If you can do this, this is all I do, guys. This is all I do. And then, like that other thing there, when you branding yourself and spreading your word and your message to the world, because every message you have is knowledge for others, regardless if you think it's silly, stupid, doesn't matter, no one cares, or whatever. All the thoughts and ideas that you have in your head, it's all to help other people. It helps you along, but it's all to help other people. Anything you have, artwork, music, one message, a huge insight, you know, $1 million an idea, an internet business that can explode like, you know, whatever, worldwide. To succeed in business and life, one must let go of the attachment to the outcome. All you gotta do is inspire, imagine, keep on moving, right action, results, and succession. This is it. That's called Jewel's Eye. Oh, here's a good one. Know this one sacred truth. Nothing is ever finished, yet shall be ever eternally complete. Pretty cool, hey? There's my countdown to the equinox. Oh yeah, this is the other poem that I wrote for Leela. Wherever you are, Isis is in you. Set